So now he's dealing with this woman who initially is not interested in him. So then he continues to hook up, date her, take her out. Eventually, let's say he has sex with her. Let's say he's dating her. Now what happens is that because she was never really interested in this dude, she's been giving him resistance throughout the entire interaction, throughout their entire situation. Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now.
So what's your take on that, Locario?
So what do you want to add on?
Is it a man's nature?
Yes, listen, I'm non-monogamous, so I don't do no type of monogamy. I will never be monogamous ever again. Like, that shit is dead. Like, I'm not doing that ever. That's crazy to me now. Like, back in the day I was monogamous, but actually I wasn't, because I kept cheating. So I was like, let me just be myself, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like that went, so that's what
I be watching y'all be straight like up front with it. Like I be hearing you guys talk about it, so you disclose that stuff up front, like when you get into situations and stuff. So yeah, I respect that. Like,
it's better to do it that way, because the thing is, at the end of the day, women don't really care about if you got other women. They just care about being deceived. So if they know you doing what you do, they make a choice and say, all right, cool, I'll still deal with you knowing you're doing this. The problem is you have guys that they say they want to be monogamous, they get into the relationship, then they're like, damn, they see all these girls, they want to make something happen, they be sneaking around, and then they deceive their girl. And that's really the issue, is the deception, not necessarily what he's doing. Because if he would have been straight up, most of the time the women would have been like, either I'm gonna kick it with you or I'm not, and then that would have been it. You know what I'm saying?
Or the dude hasn't established enough value to where he has access to that. Because if you've established that, whether it be financially, personality wise, status wise, you can demand that as a part of your interacting with me. Hey, if you get in with me, you know that I'm going to have other women, blah, 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 and what have you. But you can't just be like Joe Schmo thinking, you have access to that. And I think a lot of guys fool themselves and think it's just off rip that I want it, so I should be able to have it. And that's where dudes like really fuck up.
Right. I agree.
Well, because most of the time they look at it from a money component. Like, they think when they get the money and stuff, then they try to buy the women. That's what they typically happen, and that's why I be laughing at them. I'm like, man,
it works for a while. It works for a while. It works for a short period of time, but
it ain't even genuine though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but then after a while, the money goes. That's like, it's that fabulous song, when the money goes, where the honey stay. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always tell guys the money thing. I always tell guys keep the money away, because a lot of times, money is, the more money you need, the less she's interested in you. So money is always compensation for her level of interest. That's why you could see women, they be with dudes who are bums. They let the dudes borrow their car, live in the house, do whatever to get the dudes money. But then there's other guys, they're like, yo, you got to take me out to dinner. You got to do this, this, and that. They saying that to the guys they're not really attracted to, whereas the guys they're really attracted to ain't got to do nothing. They just got to be there and be themselves. So anytime if it seems like you need to use money, or the woman's requesting money from you, she don't really like you like that. That's what we trying to tell these dudes.
Yes, sir. And that's you're right. You're spot on. Because I tell my nephew, he was out there, dude, if she's trying to curate the experience, she don't fuck with you.
Right.
She don't like you. Because a woman that is rocking with you, she wants you to expose her to new shit. She wants you to make the experience. Right. If she said, I need to go to Nobu, or I need to go to this, oh my God, I've never been to Turks and Caicos. She ain't rock. She don't fuck with you. She fuck with your wallet.
Right. That's a fact. That's real shit.
Hey, Mr. Locario, I had a question for you. Can you expand on your comment? You said that there's no risk if you have game.
Yeah, so basically what I usually, this is the thing I teach guys, only deal with women on your terms. So whenever you're dealing with women on your terms, everything goes your way. So therefore there's no risk. Risk only comes in when you're dealing with women on her terms, or you have no structure of how you deal with women. So the thing is that if you're dealing with a woman, even if it's just like hooking up, or you're trying to date, you're trying to, go to the direction of like, girlfriend, boyfriend, serious relationship, any situation you're in, there needs to be 100% cooperation at all points. So as soon as there's not, that's when you get rid of her. See, the issues come in when guys are dealing with women who don't like them. Anytime a woman is interested in you 100%, the cooperation is heavy 100%. So anytime you get resistance, that means there's disinterest. So what most guys do is they'll meet a girl, they'll try to holler at her. They say, hey, you know, let me take you out to dinner and all that. And she'd be like, oh, I don't really know. I'm not really trying to date right now. That's already resistance right there. That's showing she's not interested. What he's going to do is he's going to chase. So then now he asks her again, yo, I'm just saying, like, you know, why don't we just be friends? Like, we ain't really got to be, you know, let's just like hang out. And she's like, nah, I'm not really, blah, blah, blah. He asks her a third time. Third time she gives in because he wore her down. But this whole time she's not interested in this guy. So now he's dealing with this woman who initially is not interested in him. So then he continues to hook up, you know, date her, take her out. Eventually, let's say he has sex with her. Let's say he's dating her. Now what happens is that because she was never really interested in this dude, she's been giving him resistance throughout the entire interaction, throughout their entire situation. So now, let's say for sake of argument, she's like, you know what? I don't really like this guy like that, but he got some money, he got some resources, whatever. I'm going to use him for this, for that, whatever. Now, at some point, when he does something she doesn't like, that's when she becomes vindictive because she never liked him in the first place. And the sign she never liked him in the first place was the first time she was resisting him. So this is why I tell guys, if a woman gives you any resistance, you charge her to the game. So therefore, you will never have to deal with all of that nonsense. You see what I'm saying? So the only women you deal with are the one who give you 100% 100% cooperation at all times. So that means that the woman is going to listen to you at all times. So for example, when I got with my now girlfriend, we've been together for almost 5 years now. When we first got together, right? Everything that I said, she was just down. There was no like, oh, can we do it this way? Oh, I don't feel like doing that today. But it was everything was yes, yes, yes. Whatever you want, yes, everything. So then I was like, okay, cool. She's being consistent with the yes, and she's being consistent with the cooperation. So then I give her more time, more energy, and eventually she became my girl. The problem with most guys is they get no's, and because she got a fat ass, they still try to holler at her. They get the resistance. You see what I'm saying? And then because that girl doesn't have any respect for him from the beginning, that's where the risk comes in. That's where you hear guys like, yo, this girl, she's playing games. You know, she fucking slashed my tire. She did this, she did that. You know, she accused me of false, you know, all that other nonsense. That's because they're dealing with women who don't like them. This is why I always tell guys, like, fall back if there's no cooperation consistently throughout the entire situation. That's how it has to be.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. and they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.